guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great 2019 so far, and I've got a new tutorial for you today. Recently I've discovered that I needed more privacy in my master bathroom and my master bedroom, and I found a way to do that through frosted window film. This is a how-to on how to install that. I've already learned through posting on social media that there are several people who want to know why I chose this versus curtains or blinds or anything like that. I did answer those questions at the end of the tutorial, so get through the tutorial first and you'll get to that. But I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the tutorial, so let's get started. After remodeling my master bathroom shower, I wanted more privacy from the huge window that faces the street. So I'm installing removable film that still lets in the light. This project uses just a few tools, most of which are available for purchase in a kit, linked in the description below, which includes solution, a plastic smoothing tool, and a cutting blade. I prepared each window pane ahead of time by cutting the film slightly larger than the pane needed and thoroughly cleaning the window with a lint cloth. I then added a liberal amount of spray solution to the window and separated the backing from the frosted film using my utility knife. The good news is that the solution allows for moving the film around pretty easily until it starts to dry, but I still wanted to move quickly for the sake of dust in the air or pet hair. I found it easiest to keep a straight edge along the top, which I could slide into place. The solution underneath is pretty slippery at first, so there's some forgiveness there. After the first edge was lined up, I then removed the rest of the backing quickly and sprayed more solution on top. Then I used the smoothing tool to do a first sweep of any large air bubbles. Next, I used the straight edge from the smoothing tool as a guide to cut the 3 remaining sides. For the corners, I found my own utility knife stayed sharper and was easier than the blade included in the kit. Since this is a pretty repetitive task, I'm including that extra video here so you can see the process on repeat. It's normal to have a few mistakes at first, so don't feel frustrated if your first piece winds up in the trash. The window film also comes in a large roll, so you should be able to get good coverage and still have a little extra just in case. Also, check the roll for defects before cutting the film to size. As you can see from this view a little further out, I used folded up pieces of paper towels to catch the extra solution that pooled up on the windowsill. After completing the bottom, I then moved on to the top area where I draped more paper towels along the top of the window frame to catch the solution up there. I noticed during installation that the film was often too wet around the edges to completely adhere the film and left small bubbles around the corners, so I let that dry overnight and then could successfully smooth it out again the next day. Here's how the film looks from the inside now. The master bathroom window is the only one where I applied film at the top and the bottom, so it now has maximum privacy while still letting in all the available light. These clips were taken during an overcast day with a few rain clouds, but the bathroom still feels nice and bright. As for the master bedroom, I'm obscuring the bottom while keeping the top clear. This allows me to look out the window whenever I need, but I don't feel exposed, especially when walking from the bathroom or walk-in closet. Okay, so that'll do it for this tutorial. Now I'm going to answer the why, because I've been getting a lot of questions on whether or not I considered blinds and curtains, and the answer is, of course, yes. As far as the master bathroom goes, the entire window is huge, and it kind of stops right at about butt height, crotch height, and I just wanted full privacy in there. I wanted to keep all the light, but I also didn't like the idea of still being able to see through those curtains, which so far in trying out most of the sheer curtains that allow light but try and provide some privacy, you could still somewhat see through, and that just wasn't good enough for me. So the film obscures enough that you can still get all of the light without being able to see any bits or parts. As for my master bedroom, it's pretty much the same concept because the window height is exactly the same height, and I just like to be comfortable in my bedroom. If I want to go without pants, I want to be able to go without pants. And I don't want to have to be really self-conscious every time I go from the bathroom to the master closet trying to get dressed or into the master bedroom. The other element is Charlie. She loves to look out the window, and I've learned through both adding curtains and adding blinds in the rest of the house that she loves to stick her nose through. And if I have blinds there, eventually she'll break them. I was only planning on adding film to the lower half of one window that was right in front of the closet, but I noticed that as soon as I added it, Charlie stopped looking out that window. She used the downstairs window as an alternative for all of her lookout purposes. And that just plain worked better for me. So it ultimately comes down to whether or not you consider this a good option for your home based on your circumstances. And yes, if you're wondering about alternative options with film, there are some, such as one-way film or tinted film, but I learned that the disadvantages from those are that you still see through them at night. So anyway, I hope this cleared some things up. If you need more information, there is a blog post about this as well on uglyducklinghouse.com. Thank you guys so much. I hope you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will have more tutorials on the way.